Basic financial terms. First one is assets. Assets are items you own that can provide future benefit to your business, such as cash, inventory, real estate, office equipment, or accounts receivable, which are payments due to a company by its customers. There are different types of assets, including current assets, which can be converted to cash within a year, fixed assets, which can't immediately be turned into cash, but are tangible items that a company owns and uses to generate long-term income. Assets are typically recorded on a balance sheet, which is a financial statement that provides a snapshot of an entity's financial position at a specific point in time. The balance sheet is divided into assets, liabilities, and equity. Assets are generally classified as current, short-term, or non-current, long-term, based on their expected conversion to cash or use within the next year. Second one is liabilities. The opposite of assets, liabilities are what you owe other parties, such as bank debt, wages, and money due to suppliers, also known as accounts payable. There are different types of liabilities, including current liabilities, also known as short-term liabilities. These are what's due in the next year. Long-term liabilities. These are financial obligations not due over a year that can be paid off over a longer period of time. Liabilities are an integral part of the balance sheet, one of the three primary financial statements. The balance sheet equation is assets, liabilities plus equity. This equation reflects the fundamental accounting principle that an entity's assets must be financed by either borrowed funds, liabilities, or the owner's investment, equity. Analyzing liabilities is crucial for assessing an entity's financial health and solvency. Too much debt can pose risks if an entity struggles to meet its obligations, while a healthy balance between assets and liabilities is essential for financial stability. Third one is income. Income refers to the money you receive over a specific period, usually in exchange for providing goods or services or through investments. For businesses, income is the revenue from selling services, products, and any interest and dividends received with respect to their cash accounts and reserves related to the business. For individuals, income is often categorized as either gross income or adjusted gross income, and it serves as the basis for calculating income taxes. For businesses, income is a key factor in determining profitability and financial performance. Net income is a crucial metric on a company's income statement, reflecting the profit after all expenses have been subtracted from revenue. Fourth one is expenses. Expenses are the costs of operating a business and are related to generating revenue. Common examples of expenses include rent, utilities, employee wages, and marketing costs. It means the outflow of cash in return for goods or services. Understanding and managing expenses is crucial for maintaining financial health and achieving profitability. For individuals, tracking personal expenses is essential for budgeting and financial planning. For businesses, controlling expenses is key to maximizing profits and ensuring long-term sustainability. Fifth one is bad debts. Bad debt refers to loans or outstanding balances owed that are no longer deemed recoverable and must be written off. Incurring bad debt is part of the cost of doing business with customers, as there is always some default risk associated with extending credit. Bad debts refer to the portion of accounts receivable that a company or business believes is uncollectible, When a business sells goods or services on credit, it creates accounts receivable, which represents the amounts owed by customers. However, not all customers may be able or willing to pay their debts. To account for the risk of non-payment, businesses estimate the amount of accounts receivable that may become uncollectible. This estimated amount is referred to as bad debts. Companies create an allowance for doubtful accounts, also known as a provision for bad debts, to offset the accounts receivable on their balance sheets. This allowance represents the expected losses from customers who may default on their payments. For more such content, subscribe to our channel, Finance with YT, and let us know in comment which financial term you want us to cover next. Do like, share, and comment.